B, can his arm catch up to his legs?
All right, well, let's see how he looked. He's pitching in Trenton, as the saying there goes. Trenton makes, the world takes. Roger Clemens has long been made before he got to Trenton, but early on, command looks like it was a bit of an issue. I suppose that's not a surprise.
No, it wasn't. I mean, his fastball command was very inconsistent. The one thing, talking to people who were there, they said he did look relaxed and comfortable. And another thing, he was over the rubber. His delivery was pretty good. It's just he was inconsistent with his fastball command. His split was all over the place.
30 pitches in the first. All right, Trenton leads 2-0, and with no disrespect intended, that's semi-inconsequential. We're focusing on Clemens, and he gets a strikeout there, and then another strikeout. And, I mean, this is still Hall of Fame stuff somewhere in there, right?
Yeah, because at times he had great tilt on that split. Those two that you saw there were both great. It was just the inconsistency of it.
That's Jed Lowry with a double there, who would later score. And we work into the 5th inning, and we get another strikeout here. That's a good fastball. And we get a fly out here, but by the time we're done with Clemens pitching into the 6th, Peter, he threw 102 pitches. Were you surprised he threw that many in this ball game?
I was, except just watching him, he was struggling so much to find a comfort zone. And I said, well, what the heck? He's going to be out there until they tell him he has to leave.
So he goes 5 1/3, walked in the tying run. 5 Ks, allowed 3 runs on 6 hits, in the command that Peter talks about all over the place, 4 walks. And, you know, here's the inside edge report card for tonight. The percentages are judged against the major leagues, and you see this is an overall grade of a C+, and this is an A+ career that we're talking about. But at this age, where he is, John Kruk mentioning tonight on the special Baseball Tonight, sometimes it looked like he was messing with his hand a little bit. Maybe that indicates cramping in the hand or the forearm. We'll find out more about that later. But, I mean, just the overall sense of where he is right now today, where do you feel like he is?
Watching this stuff, I think it will be tough for him to go into Toronto and into Boston next week. But let's say this. It's a lot different with the adrenaline. When he goes, I mean, he says he's going to throw a side on Friday. He'll determine. But the adrenaline will be a lot different. With no disrespect, I love that ballpark at Trenton.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
You go out there in Toronto, you go out in Fenway Park a week from Saturday, it would be an amazing electric experience. And I think that may help him a little bit. One thing, I think Roger knows exactly what he has to do. You know, he's going to be very careful. And the great thing is the Yankees in with Tyler Clippard and some of the young pitchers have done such a good job filling in. They can afford to let him wait another start or two if he feels he needs to.